You know how sometimes you want to just have that little crunchy snack like crackers? Crackers can be really expensive, and crackers aren't always very healthy. But I want to share with you today a healthy, budget-friendly recipe for making crackers, kind of like Mary's Gone crackers, if you've ever heard of those. Oh, I tried those one time. They were so good. And I said to myself, you know what? These should be pretty easy to make, and it's pretty straightforward, so why should I go to the store and pay a lot of money when I can do something similar at home? So between doing a little bit of research on the internet and doing a little experimenting, I've come up with a great recipe, so I wanted to share that with you. So to start off, I use brown rice, cooked brown rice, and cooked quinoa, about a cup of each. This would be perfect if you have a food processor. I don't have a food processor yet. It's on my list. But what I do is I just put it in my blender. And in order to help it blend down a little bit, I put the flaxseed right in there with it. Now, just a tip on the flaxseed, I have found that if I boil it for maybe 2 minutes with about a cup of water, it gets really gelatinous. And so I just pour that right in the blender along with the brown rice and quinoa, and it blends down fairly well. And then I end up with this really sticky, gelatinous-like substance. This actually is a perfect base for these crackers because it helps them to hold together really nicely. So this is the base of it. Just add the other seeds into it and seasonings. I've put the recipe listed below how I like to do that, but you can flavor them however you want or leave all the seasonings out and just make them plain. Just a couple of things I wanted to mention about the crackers on the health side of things. Very, very nutritious. As you can tell with all the seeds that are in there, you know seeds have got to be good for you. 2 seeds I want to highlight today. The flax seed, first of all, really high in a lot of minerals. Very, very good for you. Also high in thiamine. And, of course, the essential omega fatty acids, omega-3 and omega-6. We know that flax seeds are very good for that. So, really good there. And then the other seed that I wanted to mention are chia seeds. I don't know if you've heard of chia seeds before, but these are super tiny little itty bitty black seeds, and well, kind of black, kind of grayish, but they are very, very healthy. In fact, they're one of nature's finest sources for plant-based complete protein. So really good there. Again, high in the omega-3 and 6 essential fatty acids. And then the other thing that's really neat about chia seeds that I found out is that because of the way they gel up, they are really good because it's a combination of soluble and insoluble fibers. So it helps to slow the conversion from starches that you eat in your diet into sugars. So it's really good for people with diabetes, especially if you add just a little bit of chia seeds to any meal. That'll help to slow that conversion process down and help to balance blood sugar. So it's a really good thing. Of course, the crackers also have sesame seeds, and we all know those are really good for us, high in calcium and a lot of other really essential things. So you can be proud of yourself knowing that you're eating not only budget-friendly crackers, but super healthy and nutritious as well. If you've been following my blog, either on my YouTube channel or on healthycookingonabudget.com, by now you probably know I like to cut corners and do things as easily as I possibly can. So this is how I do the crackers. Put a little bit of parchment baking paper down, put the batter right on the cookie sheet, and then I just moisten my hands with water. Works just as good as oil. And I just pat it down until it's as flat as I want it to be and as thin as I want it to be. And then I just score it a little bit lightly with a sharp knife so that when they're done baking, they can just pop apart and have crackers. Hey, they don't have to be perfect. Who cares if some of them are broken? When was the last time you bought crackers from the store and didn't have a few broken ones in the box? So do it however it suits your style and enjoy. We'll see what these look like when they come out. Our crackers are all finished. They are cool on the rack, and now they just simply break apart. It's that easy. So again, just be careful, or to say just be watching them from time to time because some of them may cook quicker than others depending on the thickness that they are spread out in the pan. So for me, sometimes I break off the ones along the outside if they're getting a little bit more done, and then put the other ones back in. So anyway, just a little tip to watch. And as always, eat healthy to stay healthy. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check my blog next week for another fantastic recipe of the week. We'll see you then.